Ashton is an unlikely place to provide shelter and help for people with mental health issues. In the quiet backwaters of the Duckingfield Junction, a fleet of narrowboats are crewed and maintained by a group of volunteers belonging to the Wooden Boat Canal Society, a charitable organisation that hopes to revive pleasure boating along the canals that once carried coal and iron to the mills of East Lancashire.
This organisation, the Wooden Canal Boat Society, sort of started from my obsession with old wooden canal boats. And the idea, basically, of the Wooden Canal Boat Society is not just to preserve the boats and have them as stuffed museum exhibits, but to put them to work doing something worthwhile for the planet, for people, just doing some good. And so that's why we do the recycling project, that's why we're doing the Hazel project for people who are suffering from depression, stress and other things that a bit of time on the canal can really help with. I speak from experience because I've suffered from depression once or twice in my life and it is not nice. But one of the things that I really find helps is to get out on the canal, get working some locks and just have a bit of a change of perspective on the world.
Ashton's canals were once the lifeblood of the towns and villages. Fleets of narrowboats would deliver cotton and iron via waterways that are now nothing more than empty highways that have fallen silent.
Hello, my name's Andrew. I'm a volunteer with the Wooden Canal Boat Society. I'm a boat caretaker, keep them afloat, keep them looking smart, keep the story alive more importantly. They are keeping me alive. I've suffered from depression for many years, many years. I've suffered from it as I was a kid, but obviously I never knew because I was only so young. It's only lately, since losing my brother, that it's really come to the surface. And what the boat sort of does is it gives me something to concentrate on, so I'm not always thinking about my troubles. It gives me something to pass the days until I get a job, until I make that big break.
People come to the society from all walks of life. It has encouraged many that have been affected by the poor state of the economy, that have subsequently got depression, to find new meaning.
We pulled Hazel out of the water in 2011 and that's been the main focus of our work ever since.
My name's Anne-Louise Black. I'm the development manager for the Hazel the Wellbeing Boat project at the Wooden Canal Boat Society. It's a big lottery funded project. The idea is to get the boat back on the water and then we'll start running trips. It'll be day trips and residential trips to get people out and about on the canals and enjoying the kind of peace and relaxation that being on the water can bring. So the boat's being restored at the moment and it's almost finished. This boat, Hazel, has already had huge benefit to the community in that there's so many people that have come and volunteered in the restoration work of the boat and they've gotten a lot out of it, learnt new skills, met new people. Longer term, actually running the trips, it'll be the only boat of its kind in this area, taking people out who've got mental health problems and the idea is that we can help to reduce longer term or problems that might occur later on.
My name's Evan Booth and I work for Wooden Canal Boat Society. If I didn't have this volunteering, I would not able to get a job right now. But it does help you get more confidence in life.
My name's Hazel Mayo and I'm the volunteer coordinator for the Hazel project. The idea of repurposing this old boat and using it as a resource for the community and particularly for people suffering mental health issues is a fantastic idea. I think there's really not enough awareness of mental health and resources for people to tap into in order to look after themselves and promote their own self-recovery. So having something like this I think is going to be fantastic.
Working with the boats, I mean, I've taught some people some stuff, some volunteers. They've taught me things as well. Not only have they taught me traditional boat building skills, but they've also taught me how to deal with people. I've never really been a people person. I've always just been in my bedroom, playing on my PlayStation, building a computer, with the family, listening to music, anything really, just in the house. Whereas being with the boats has turned me into an outside person. I've learned how to operate the boats in a traditional manner. I've learned how to steer one. I've learned how to build one, fit one out, run one. They've taught me the ins and outs of it, the traditional side of it, the way they used to be, the way they are now, what the boats can do for other people other than me. And being with the boats has encouraged me to buy my own boat. I've just purchased a little 23-foot Norman River Cruiser. Current name of Triton Sea. It's going to be renamed after my brother. Couldn't call it the Teflon Don, something he was well known for. Like I was saying earlier, I used to be an indoor person, and I wouldn't go out in the cold, I wouldn't go out in the rain. It needs to be 25 and sunny for me to go out. Now I'm out in all weathers. It's changed my life. It's made me into a more rounded person. It's made me into a better person. It's helped me deal with my anger issues, my depression. It's helped me deal with the tragic loss of my brother back in February. It's helped me deal with my parents. It's helped me to understand what I've got. And it's also helped me through difficult times where the money front is concerned, as I am on benefits, I'm not working, and it's very, very difficult to survive whilst on benefits.
Work at the basin is never done. Without volunteers, the society will be hard put to survive.
The trouble is, we've got a collection of 6 historic boats all together, and they all need work. It's like painting the Forth Bridge. And the other 5 boats have been suffering for all the work we've put into Hazel, to the extent that poor old Elton has sunk on us once or twice, and then we have to get a load of pumps in and pump the water out.
Well, the other week we went out to do some coppicing with my volunteers. This is Chris's idea, to do a bit of sustainable woodland management, as it's known. Because obviously, being a wooden canal boat society, we use quite a lot of oak to replace the planks, and we want to make that sustainable. So we also have been planting a lot of oak trees, which is basically when we cut down hazel trees to a stump, which encourages them to throw out lots of new shoots and become more and more multi-stemmed.
Several volunteers are with Hazel, clearing the triangle of land wedged between 2 major roads feeding into Ashton Town Centre. Their efforts will probably go unrecognised by the people which are going about their daily business, but it will be known to the society, and sometimes in the future those who will enjoy the woods for the pleasure that it brings.
Basically getting something done that wouldn't be done otherwise, that benefits the wider community, other people, the environment, whatever it is that you're doing. And that really does give people a boost, especially if they're in a low way.
2 Canal Society boats wind their way between scrapyards, factories and railways, new industries which replace the old. On board are a group of volunteers who participate in the recycling trip, which 3 days a month collects bric-a-brac from the local community. Today it is bitterly cold. People are tired, hungry and ready to close their eyes to sleep, but theirs is a vital task. They are here to make a difference and take time from their own problems. Every house that has an unwanted item, every Christmas present that has been discarded, will be harvested and taken for rebuilding and sale as new presents into new hands.
All exciting when you're going around the houses, knocking on for stuff, and very much fun when you're unloading the stuff into a van. It's all about teamwork.
It's a fantastic little charity with a lot of really passionate people here.
I used to suffer from really bad depression, whereas now I don't. It's really strange, it's really hard to describe, but when I'm down here, all my troubles go away and I just become a normal person again. When I'm at home on the couch playing the PlayStation, I just become a horrible person, a very horrible person.
Well, here we are with the boat just about finished, ready to go. I'm going to shaft her down the canal, down the 7 locks to Ashton, for her to go into service. It's been nearly 4 years, a lot longer than we anticipated, but we've ended up with a wonderful boat. Shaft her down to Portland Basin and get started.
Such as birth of Venus, Hazel, like a newly enthroned queen, will hopefully give enjoyment to a new generation of citizens which can look back on the heritage of their town, a proud and noble one. For Chris, the restoration and launch of Hazel will be the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. With the dawning of a new century filled with new possibilities, he envisages the creation of an entire fleet of boats that will be given over to the rival of the well-being of the people of the borough, born in the tide of well-wishers.